Hey everyone, Scott Gumber, owner of Nwaj Tech. We are a proactive IT consultant, as you can see behind me, based in central Connecticut, but we can provide support to anywhere in the world, really. And I'm going to talk to you about saving passwords in your browser today. So I'm going to show you this. The screen I'm sharing right now is a Windows 365 instance. We offer Windows 365 to our clients. It's a way really to kind of isolate the working environment for remote employees, contract employees, things like that, so that you're kind of in control of what they have access to and where it goes. But this is my Windows 365 instance, and I only really use it to support, do some remote support at this point. I have not installed anything on here except our RMM tools and Google Chrome, as you can see. And RMM is our remote management and remote management and monitoring tools. Most MSPs, that's what we are as an MSP. They use these tools to help manage the devices. So we use Pulseway. And I'm going to show you in Google Chrome, which is our default browser and the one that I typically use. You can see there's not a whole lot of history here. We've been to our website and to Google sign-in page, which I haven't even signed in, and to our RMM tool. And if I go to the settings in Google Chrome, so you open Google Chrome, you go to the three dots on the top right. Usually, if you haven't changed the default on your browser, you go to settings and autofill, and you'll see passwords, payment methods, addresses, and more. What is the danger here? So here's what happens. I log into a tool like nwajtech.pulseway.com, and I put in the password, and it asks, the browser will ask if I want to save password in the browser, in Google Chrome in this case, but this also applies to Edge and Firefox. It'll ask if I want to save the password, and I of course say no, never. I think never is the option. A lot of people don't do that. They either say yes because they think it's easier that way, or they'll completely not pay attention to it and just click yes. So as you can see here, I've created an example of a password saved, a browser, a website. So we'll just call it example.com. I put in a username and there's a password there. And here's where the danger comes in. I've probably, if I've remoted in, I've pretended to be, let's say, Microsoft, and said there's an issue with your computer and we need to remote in to correct that issue. You know, maybe we detect a malicious activity coming from your IP address. We need to check your computer. This happens a lot. This is a common scam, happens a lot. People will pretend to be Microsoft or Apple. We even once, many years ago, had somebody pretend to be us, and that's why our email signature line now includes a line saying we will not call you out of the blue to ask for permission to log into your computer. And we have certain tools we use, Pulseway being the main one. And if we're not using one of those tools, so if I call you and say you need to download TeamViewer or something like that, that's not us. But I've already convinced you to get on your computer, so I've already probably convinced you to give me the computer password to help you solve whatever issue we claim there is on your computer. So I've put in the computer password. Apparently that's the wrong password. Give me one moment. Put in the password, and now the password is revealed. That for that website. I now have your example.com password. I could then also take these passwords and export them to a document, to a CSV file, which is just a simple comma separated. It stands for comma separated value, I think, but it's just a document, here it is, comma separated values. So it's just a document that when I open it up, it's going to have username, password, and all the way down. So if I have dozens of usernames and passwords stored here, they're all going to be in this document. I already did this. I recorded this a few minutes ago, and for some reason the recording didn't take. So here we are doing it again. I've saved that document. Now maybe I'll log into some upload tool, or I've installed some tool. When I installed my hacked version of TeamViewer, I may have installed some tool that allows me to then upload any documents that I find on your computer to some command and control server. It's really not hard to do. All right, this is why we do not store passwords or credit card information, payment information, even addresses. I realize it's not as dangerous, but I would still not store them in the browser. And this applies to not just Chrome, but Edge, Firefox, and any other browser you might be using. I know some of the more edgy browsers don't do that, but the main browsers do. Chrome, Edge, Firefox all do this. And if you're not paying attention and you're saving passwords to the browser, then those passwords could easily be stolen. And that's kind of the theme of what's lurking on your network. That's what we're here to show you, what's lurking on your network, what could be discovered on your network. Yesterday we uploaded a video that showed you may have a document with passwords saved on your computer, and there's actually a value, a dollar value attached to that document if you're breached, based on previous breaches from other companies. So don't store that information in your browser. If you did, that's okay. We all learn. Go there, wipe it out. You can actually turn it off. If I go to passwords here, you could turn the offer to save off and auto sign in off. I would turn all of that off, just to be on the safe side. Again, it's really easy for me to trick someone into logging onto their computer and stealing their password credentials, or finding another way to get into your Google Chrome. Let's say you do sign into Google Chrome. Cool feature of Google Chrome is you can sign into it, and then you have the same browser experience across multiple computers and devices. That's great, but if you're saving your passwords in one, they're going to carry over to all of the browsers, and the same for credit cards and addresses and so forth. And that could be very dangerous. If somebody gains access to your computer somehow, which is not hard to do, it can be very dangerous. Now the list of passwords, the dozens of passwords that you have, are uploaded to the dark web, and then they're not only with example.com would the hacker, I call it a hacker, it's not really a hacker, it's more of a social engineer, but that person would then try to log into example.com with your account. But they're not going to stop there. They're going to try those credentials against a bunch of other platforms, other applications and websites to see what pops. This is what happened a couple of years ago. I think it's been a couple of years now, with the Ring cameras, where people were complaining that their cameras were being hacked. They weren't being hacked. The credentials that were being used were credentials from previous breaches. So you're reusing passwords. Don't reuse passwords. It's another big mistake. But anyway, so hopefully this helps you to stay safe and stay secure. And we'll continue to record these videos. If you want to learn more about what's lurking on your network, we are doing a free webinar on July 27th of this year, 2022, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. You're invited. You can go to bit.ly/lurkingnt to sign up. It is limited, and I've already gotten some signups. We just started promoting it yesterday, so we've already gotten some signups. So don't waste any time. It's free, so it's not like you have anything to lose. And plus, you get a couple of free gifts for showing up. So it's bit.ly/lurkingnt. Go sign up for that and learn more about how to protect yourself by knowing what's lurking on your network. So until next time, everyone, stay secure.